Storms swept through the mid-state this afternoon, causing major damage in both Lancaster and York counties.
First, let's go to Lower Windsor Township, York County, where not only homes were damaged, but also a high school. Seth Kaplan joining us now live with more on the destruction left behind. Seth.
Indeed, and we're talking tonight basically coming from west to east, the same direction the storm went. We are, as you said, in Lower Windsor Township. Behind me is Eastern York High School, and specifically right behind us is the high school's Performing Arts Center. Folks told us it's a beautiful center inside, or at least it was. The roof blew off the center and was strewn throughout the parking lot. The assistant superintendent told us earlier this evening that that damage there was extensive. School there hadn't yet begun, and most fortunate of all, nobody was inside when this happened, although the school day would have ended by then at about 4:30 in the afternoon. School due to start next Wednesday, but folks here surveying the damage don't believe that's likely to happen, or at least not everywhere in the school. The damage is just too extensive, and in fact, you see some lights behind us. There have been folks here all evening working to remove the damage, remove the roof, but you can just imagine what's going on inside there. As you move from west to east, just about a half mile from here on Winding Way, also in Lower Allen Township, we saw extensive but highly localized destruction. Homes without roofs, but only a couple of them. A home with windows blown in, clearly uninhabitable. But another home where the roof was blown off. There was a man we met who lives in the middle home of a row of attached homes in a new development, who says, you know, he doesn't know if it's safe to live in his house or not. Nobody had told him if it is or not. His house seems fine, but adjacent you have a house with no roof. And just up the street from there, we spoke to a woman whose house was basically untouched, but who was home at the time with her 3-year-old daughter. She heard this familiar sounds, or at least sounds that would be familiar to people in places where tornadoes are common. Of course, we emphasize we don't know, in fact, that that's what this was. She says she didn't really know what to do because in Pennsylvania, this doesn't happen all that often. She had never experienced it, but she remembered something about running down to a basement, and she ran down there with 3-year-old Aviana and the rest of her family, and they were safe. In their case, the house was not badly hit, but all kinds of damage, but in a very narrow line. And just moments after all of this happened, within a matter of just moments, the skies were blue again, folks here tell us. Alicia and Valerie.
Thank you, Seth.
Hi, I'm Eric Finkenbinder from ABC 27. We're excited to announce the new ABC 27 News Plus app. Live stream newscasts or watch content on demand. This is different than the ABC 27 app on your smartphone. You can check this out at home, and it's very easy to use. With a Fire Stick, go to the home page, scroll down to search. From there, enter ABC 27. Move over to the apps, and there we are. Click the icon and install. It's just that easy.